Hey YouTube, I got the blue hat on today, which means we're getting dirty. Look at the shirt, yeah, got the shorts on, yeah, today we're getting dirty. Today, I'll just show you. That's what we're cleaning today, right there. This transmission is for my car, and it's been sitting out here for quite some time, and it is ridiculously filthy. Look at that. Look at that. All of that crap is caked onto my transmission. So what we're gonna do, I went out and I bought two different products. Neither one of these are a paid product placement for all those Google Nazis out there, but I bought some Simple Green and I bought some Purple Power. Why did I buy two different products? Simple Green worked pretty darn good on my engine bay for my car, but realistically Purple Power worked even better. Only thing is that where Simple Green didn't take off the paint, Purple Power took off everything. My front yard was red for a while from the engine bay. But that's what we're gonna do today. There's not really a lot of tools you can use for this. Your best bet's just to get wire brushes, degreaser, the strongest degreaser you can find, which would probably be Purple Power in this situation, and get to work, because realistically this is going to be a really messy job, and you know, be prepared for that. Yeah. Another tip before you guys start: block off your differential ports or your input shafts, holes for your input shafts. Leave your speed sensor in there like I did, so you know, not a lot of junk can get in there. Some's gonna get in there regardless, but try to reduce the amount of junk that gets in there. And we're gonna go ahead and probably just get this started. I'm gonna go not really step by step. What I'm gonna do is probably just flip it over on its side, throw it on this giant piece of cardboard right here, and get to work. Once it's done, I'm gonna show you guys an after, because this is probably gonna take me at least probably a couple hours to be completely honest. I don't see it taking less than that with all the crevices and cracks on here. But here's the before. I'm gonna do another before of it on its side, so you guys can see all that. I mean, that whole side is supposed to be like this, bright silver. Even the camera freaking had to, whoa, that's bright. But this whole transmission looked like that, and that's a couple of inches, not a couple of inches, probably like a 1/16 of an inch of crap and crud that's just caked on there. So I got my work cut out for me today. So anyway, this is your guys' before. I'm gonna give you guys an after. Ooh, God. I'm gonna give you guys an after. So we'll pick back up after we get the majority of this crud off. Alright, so I figured I'd show you guys this. Putty knife. That's all I'm using. And look at how much crud is coming off of this transmission. And the putty knife's not even really doing that good of a job. But I'm just gonna get all the heavy stuff off first. After I get all the heavy stuff off, I'm gonna come back with a, ooh, that sounded nice. Hey, it's a freaking Veilside RX-7, not something you see every day. Anyway, after I get most of this crud off, freaking I'm gonna come back with the degreaser and a good brush. Oh God, that is caked on there. Now, if you really want to get this stuff off and you have the funds to go out and rent a hot water pressure washer, go do that, because this will take you all day. Like, I'm gonna tell you guys how long it's taking me, because take a note of what time it is now, you know, because this is gonna take a while. So anyway, I'll bring you guys back once I actually make some progress in this and get a dent in it. Well, I had to bring you guys back for this one, just to show you guys what's up. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at how deep that is. That is a lot of crud, and it's really thick in some places. Like, I don't know how things get this dirty. I guess sitting right near the road for 25 years, or 24 years, however long, will do that to you. But that's probably 1/16 of an inch thick. A couple of millimeters at least. That's like 3 millimeters right there. Look at that. Look at that. That's insane. I think this is thicker than a powder coat. Way to protect your engine. This is how Ford protects their engines. Wow, that's crazy. That's insane. Yeah, I just brought you guys back for that one. Alright, so here's just a small tip for when you got stuff like this that's all crudded up. I just stuck the edge of the putty knife in there and scraped it around, but you can't really get that out. And it's like that on multiple spots on this trans, but a good paintbrush, nice thick paintbrush. Take it and brush it into the surfaces over there and just brush all that crap out, really. I mean, you're not after perfection here. You're just after getting it cleaned out, getting it to where you can start using your degreasers, because you can't use your degreasers when the stuff's this thick. It's not gonna have any effect. In short. So brush this crud out. Look at that. Brush as much of it out as you can. When you find thicker stuff, go back and scrape it some more. That's really your only option right now. Look at that. And this is just making room, getting rid of old nasty crap that I already got off of the transmission to put more nasty crap that's still on the transmission in its place. So that's how this is working out right now. And yeah, that's dirty, but that stuff will clean it right up. So just a little bit in a capper or something like that and slosh it around, rinse it out, and keep on doing it until it's not greasy anymore. It'll be cleaned up. So I'm gonna keep going with this, keep you guys posted. This is kind of stressful. Okay, so aside from your handy dandy paintbrush, you might want to, because this thing is just, God. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, that's like straight axle grease right there. This thing is just too big, bottom line, to fit into some of these smaller crevices like here. You know, it does fit, but you're only getting the edge in there. So, an easy solution, easy remedy, aside from getting grease all over your fingers, is a small screwdriver. If you have a pocket screwdriver, that might be better, but this is a lot smaller, help you get into those small crevices. You know, if you have a number of these around that you don't use a lot and you don't care very much for, this would be perfect. So if you want it to Harbor Freight or whatever, Harbor Freight, well, and you picked one of these up, one of these sets up that included some of these, you know, and you don't use them very much, use them for this, because they're cheap. And like, even though this, I don't think this is a cheap one, but you can get all this crud out of here, because if you look, that is a lot of crud, and that's been in there since probably 1990, so at least 20 years, 2 decades, yeah, and it just keeps piling up. So we're gonna keep going and keep going and keep going. What you really would like to do is set this up to where you're pretty much chilling out. You're chilling out and you're just doing this. So play some music, something, find a happy place, and clean. It's really your only option, so just do it that way. Make life a little bit easier for yourself. So I got a good portion off. I had to close the garage door because there's a guy out there trimming hedges and it's loud. I got a good portion off. You guys can see, it's actually towel right there, but that's the actual transmission case. Sprayed up top, sprayed down below. I used Purple Power this time. This is a little bit stronger. Simple Green's a little bit easier on your hands and whatever you're cleaning, but this is extreme case. So Purple Power is the way to go right now. One reason why I wasn't a fan of this product for a long time was because they seem kind of inconsistent. Even now they kind of seem a little bit inconsistent. Like when I used this in my engine bay, it stripped everything down really, really good. Now I'm using it on this, And you know, this is actually no different from how my engine bay was. I had areas of my engine bay just like this, and that took it right off. But now it seems like it's kind of sluggish, like it just doesn't want to take it off the same way it did before. So I don't know, I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm spraying it over and over again to keep it wet. You know, keep it wet and freaking not only keep it wet, but this way when I come back to scrub it, ooh, that is working pretty good. Look at that. Okay, never mind. Purple Power is doing it right now. Let it set. Let it do its thing, because it's a chemical reaction, so you really have to let it, you know, sit on there for a while. Keep it wet. And come back over with a nylon brush. Brush it all up, and take it outside and put the nozzle on the hose and spray it down and see how it looks. If it still looks bad, I'm gonna let it dry off, scrape it some more, and then spray it down and let it sit again, and repeat the process. I'm gonna keep on repeating this until it looks like a brand new transmission. So we'll see how it goes. The Purple Power doesn't work. We're gonna try Simple Green on the off chance that it might work, even though it's a little bit easier on the product and your hands, on the whatever piece you're cleaning in your hands. But this is just like this needs a lot of time. Easiest way to say it. So we'll be back. Alright, y'all, this is where we're at right now. In short, spraying it down with Purple Power. I have a brush under somewhere. Here we go. Yeah. Using that brush, nice stiff bristled brush. Right there, that's a nice truck. I say that every time I hear it. Nice stiff bristled brush to scrub all this down, because like you can see stuff there that stays there. So I grab my brush and then I scrub, and it really just spreads it around because it's really thick. But after doing it so many times, it actually starts to get something called clean. So we're going to continue with this process as long as possible. We'll probably run out of Purple Power before we run out of freaking whatchamacall. Run out of the actual before we actually run out of stuff to clean. So we're gonna go spray this off, see where it's at, and I'll show you guys how it looks like afterward. Spray it off and bring it back in the garage. That's probably what's gonna happen right now. Oh yeah, there's some ATF down there. That's okay, because that stuff has to come out anyway. But we'll be back after it gets sprayed off, let you guys get a good look at it. None of that's been scrubbed. I should scrub that right now, actually. In fact, I'm gonna scrub all that crap down and then I'm gonna bring you guys back after I scrub it down more and then rinse it off. Alright, so after all my toiling, finally, it's mostly clean. Not completely clean, but mostly clean. Get some shadow on there so you guys can see. Yeah, that took a long time. Probably a couple hours at least, maybe even 3 hours, and there's still a bunch of spots on here. But this isn't going back in the car anytime soon, so we're gonna wait on that stuff. But looks a hell of a lot better, wouldn't you say? Let's flip it back to how you guys remember seeing it at first, so we can really get a good look at it. There you go. Yeah, that took a lot. This took a lot right here. Little portholes, cooling vents, whatever the hell they are. Pretty sure it's for cooling the diff. But that took a lot of effort. I completely missed that one because the towel's in front of it, but yeah. That's pretty much how far I got. Problem I ran into. Yeah. So, the problem I ran into for the fourth time was this whole outside came clean. It's a little stain right there. I'm not sure what the hell that is or how to get it off. It's not really that big of a deal to me. There was some crap there that didn't want to come off. Of course, this low port hose is difficult. But the real issue, that's kind of the ugliest part of this job, is in here. Because that's not regular grease. The degreaser didn't really break it up the way it was supposed to. I got it that clean by just putting the hose directly on it on full blast. And I'm not sure what that crap is. I'm not sure if it's the asbestos from the clutch that's stopping it from being cleaned properly, but that's really causing an issue. So if you guys know what that is and how to clean it out, I'd be more than willing to listen to some advice, some tips, some pointers, whatever you want to call it. But I mean, most of it's clean, but as you can see, it's like, it's not like the outside. It should look just like the outside. It's all the same material, but that's it. But anyway, everything else came pretty clean. So clean it's blinding my camera. It doesn't help that I'm filming with a potato, but honestly, I'd be happy putting it back just like that. My hands don't get filthy just by touching it, you know, so I seriously would be happy putting it back like that. So probably tomorrow, I think I'm going to drain out the fluid, replace it with new fluid, turn it around in there, and try to displace some of the water that I know is in there, because the ATF in there is like chocolate milk almost. So yeah, and that's not from cooling or anything else. That's from being outside and not properly sealing up the differential. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to like and subscribe. That was probably 3 hours of work for probably what ended up being a 15-20 minute video at tops. I'm going to cut a lot of that out, so yeah, feel free to like and subscribe. If you guys have transmissions that are real dirty, you know, feel free to post it, because, you know, like what you use, your techniques, all that helps us all get better, so feel free. So, it's Nezrak. Hope you guys enjoyed it.